In today's video, I'm going to talk about the number one thing that I think holds rental property investors back the most and how you can overcome it. I'm Kirby Atwell, and this is Living Off Rentals, where we believe high quality rental properties are the best investment a person can make. There's one thing that is near and dear to my heart because it impacted me for several years and it held me back from achieving my goal of financial freedom. And I think this thing is especially true for new investors, and it's especially detrimental to new investors because new investors don't have a deep foundation to build their business on. Mistakes in the beginning will impact a new investor much more than mistakes later on when somebody has a deep depth of knowledge and maybe a lot more financial wherewithal to withstand a mistake or a misstep later on. The thing that I'm talking about is listening to all the noise. And what I mean by listening to all the noise, it's listening to all the different people in your life. You're going to go to RIAs, real estate investors associations. Most new investors will seek these out because there's investors at these meetings who are doing what you want to do. You're going to bring in speakers on a weekly basis to talk about different investing strategies. You're probably going to sign up for different classes, different seminars. These are all great things. You'll read books, you'll listen to podcasts, you'll watch videos like this one on different investing strategies, different investing topics. And it's all going to seem like a lot of noise. It's all people telling you, this is what you need to be doing to be successful. There's a book, The Big Leap, that's written by Gay Hendricks. It's an awesome book, but in it he talks about understanding your zone of genius. So understanding the thing that you're best at, you're better at than anyone else, the thing that really lights you up, that's your zone of genius. It's not what you're pretty good at, or it's not what somebody else is telling you you should be doing. It's your particular zone of genius. I started flipping properties in 2011. And I started flipping because I had just gotten out of the Army. I no longer had a job. I knew I wanted to be in rental property investing. And I started going to different seminars and different RIAs, and people were telling me that that's what you should do because you don't have finance, you don't have long-term financing or the ability to get long-term financing right now. So you should start flipping. So some friends of mine and I, we started flipping properties. And I knew all along that this was not my zone of genius. I was okay at it. I did decent. We built a company, we started doing more and more flips, but eventually we got on what I like to refer as the flipping treadmill. We would do deals and we'd make some profit, but that profit would just go to pay for all our expenses that we've already spent on the business. And then at the end of the year, we had a big tax bill because we were making profit on each deal. I did this from 2011 to 2016 for 5 years. And during that time, I never stopped and sat down and thought about, why am I doing this? What is it about real estate investing that really lights me up? What is it that is my personal goal that I want to achieve as a result of this? What is the impact that I want to make in the work that I do on a daily basis? I never asked myself those core questions. I listened to the noise. I went to the RIAs, I went to the seminars, and I listened to everybody else tell me what I should be doing and never stopped to ask myself what it is that I actually wanted to be doing. I think this is one of the most critical things that you can do as a new investor is to ask yourself, what is your zone of genius? What is it that lights you up about investing? And then put blinders on. Figure out the type of deal that you want and go after it. And don't listen to all the noise. Put your head down, go after that deal. When you find that deal, do that deal, go on to the next one and start to build a portfolio that way. And eventually you'll look up and say, wow, I've made a lot of traction here. I've made a lot of progress toward the goal that really lights me up. It's not all the things that I see other people trying to do. How many of us have those friends that start one thing and then they jump to the next thing and then they jump to the next thing, and every week they're calling you with the new strategy that they just discovered that's going to make them a millionaire overnight? After you're done watching this video, sit in a quiet place and ask yourself, Where do I want to be 1 year from now? Where do I want to be 5 years from now? What is it that I want to be doing 10 years or 20 years from now? Figure out what drives you. Figure out what can be profitable for you. Figure out how you can make the biggest impact from the work that you're doing. And not just over the next week or the next 2 weeks, but over the next 10 years. Once you figure that out, success will definitely follow. Hopefully you got something out of today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment below, and let me know what you got out of this video. Hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when next week's video comes out. I release videos like this on a weekly basis on helpful rental investing related topics. Also, you can join the Living Off Rentals Facebook community. It's an awesome community. I hang out there. A lot of really smart rental property investors hang out there. I hope to see you there, and I will see you in the next video.